Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Tonight, we're coming in hot. We are going to be talking about government contracting success, how to do business with the government. That is the number one question, right? Everybody wants to do business with the government. So I'm going to try to answer some of your questions tonight and give you some insight on easy ways that you can jump in and do business with the government. Now, one thing, so how's everybody doing? I am Dr. Ebony Gray. For those who don't know me, I am the CEO of Gray's Consulting Group. And one thing is, I want to help all of you to get those government contracts. So, how many of you are interested in government contracts? So first things first, the one thing, of course, is you got to set your business up the right way, right? So ensuring that your business is properly registered with your state. So you can go to your Secretary of State office, or you can just Google how to register a business in your state, right? Just Google, find the correct link. There's also resources such as score.org, which I am a volunteer for. I am a volunteer mentor for score.org. They help you with your business plan. They help you figure out your business if you just don't know what you want to do, right? Where you want to get started. Also, score.org or the Score Mentors provides free training. So anyone can sign up today at score.org and get training like on how to do business on Amazon, how to get into government contracting, how to obtain your thousands of certifications, right? The VBE, WBE, SBE, and for those that don't know the acronyms, right? The Women Business Enterprise, Minority Business Enterprise, Small Business Enterprise, Disadvantaged Business Enterprise. The SCORE mentors can help you just figure out where to get started, where to go for that particular information. Also, don't forget about the end all be all, right? SBA.gov. Or I'll give you a free tidbit. You can Google SBA local resources, right? And when you Google the SBA local resources, you put in your zip code and it provides you with all the local resources that are within your community and your local area. So that could be some of the SBA local resources. First of all, SCORE is the SBA local resource. Your small business development centers, also SBDC. They have mentors and business resources for free or low cost. They also have like the minority business operations centers. They have the women business operations centers, the veteran business operations centers. All of these free resources help you to start your business the right way. Or if you're already in business, maybe you need help establishing like your financial forecast. Maybe you need help developing your business plan, or you might need help understanding different resources or ways that you could get funding and financing. So that is important. Get your business started the right way. And I am giving you free game on how you can just get help for free. So I know most of you just want to spend thousands, right, on that business coach or mentor or those gurus that are out there, but you need a foundation, right? Before you make the millions, you really need to establish your foundation. And I am telling you the free resources available to you in order to get started the right way. Also, when you step into government contracting, we have an organization called APEX, APEX. And it used to be the Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Now it is called APEX. And essentially, those business hubs, they help people to get into government contracting as well, help you to ensure you have all your paperwork set up the right way. Also, they help you to get your certifications. They help you to identify different contract opportunities. So these are all free resources. So I will say it again. Just Google SBA local resources, put in your zip code, score.org, Small Business Development Center, Apex, all of the business opportunity centers. So whether it's the Women Business Opportunity Centers, Veteran Business Opportunity Centers, Minority Business Opportunity Centers, all of those resources are there to help you. Also, one thing that isn't talked about a lot is your local chambers of commerce, right? So let's say we have the Women's Chamber of Commerce, we have the DC Chamber of Commerce. 9 times out of 10, you have a Chamber of Commerce within that is statewide. You also may have specific Chamber of Commerce, like we have the Veteran Chamber of Commerce, we have the LGBTQ Chamber of Commerce. You may have specific to your ethnicity. So we have like the Black Chamber of Commerce or the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, which is a very good resource as far as getting Buy Black certified. You have the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, which is an excellent resource as far as getting training and development. So all of these resources are there to help you grow in your business. You don't have to be out here alone, and you don't have to be established in your business either, right? You can essentially just be trying to figure it out. So maybe networking, talking to people. Sometimes as a SCORE mentor, people come to me and they think they have to have everything figured out. That's not true. That is not true. You do not have to have everything figured out. It's okay for you to have questions. It's okay for you not to know everything, right? Even when you enter into government contracting. Now, I will say, I get asked often, well, how do I know what service I want to provide the government? Now, come on, you do have to have an idea of the service, right? Of what you want to do. Essentially, and that's basically, what is your skill set? What type of business are you offering? Now, you can go in blind, but I wouldn't recommend it because we want you to be good at what you do as well. Unless you just plan to be like the project manager, making things happen and helping to facilitate and help other businesses. If you are offering that service or business, you want to be the expert. You want to be the best. So think about some of your just day-to-day skills that you may want to provide the government. So let's say landscaping, right? You see all the government facilities. They may need somebody to shovel the snow, to mow the grass, to plant the flowers. That's something simple, cleaning, right? Most government facilities require cleaners. So somebody to dust, mop the floors, right? Vacuum. That is a service. I know plenty of multimillionaires that provide security services to the government. So just providing the security guards, like if you ever entered a government facility, you see the people checking your badges, checking your ID, making sure that you get in and out, the people that are screening you, right, with the wands when you go into the courthouses or any type of government facility. Most times those are contracts. You ever see the people serving food? So the cafeteria, let's think about it. Coffee, right? You could be a vendor that's providing coffee or kind of like that convenience store, the one-stop shop, in government agencies. You ever walk, like go into a courthouse or a government agency, people are hungry, they need snacks. That is a government's contract most times, to be in those specific facilities, right? Some fruit, some snacks. So that's not necessarily a skill, but that's something that you can offer. Or supplies, right? The government can't go into Walmart or Target and purchase their own supplies. So sometimes the government might just be buying paper, right? So when you say, well, how can I do business with the government? Maybe you can go to Staples or go to one of these office supply stores and purchase paper for the government. That 100% is a contract. And when I say government, don't just think federal, right? Thinking about federal agencies, the government also consists of your local, your state, and your federal. And also, outside of federal contracting, there's contract opportunities for, let's say, the airports. Some of your large scale businesses, like you see the hair products, right? And in Walmart and Target, those are procurement opportunities. Or I have, on TikTok and all over the social media, people are into the fashion. You can do procurement opportunities, or typically the other word is called supplier diversity. And you can do business with like Nordstrom, Macy's, all of these other entities. So like you can sell your clothes or sell your products in Nordstrom, Macy's, Walmart. They love diversity. They love offering procurement opportunities. Your local grocery stores, right? Maybe you make something that's unique, right? It's unique to you. You can potentially get procurement opportunities at your local markets, stores, even beauty supplies. One of my last clients wanted to put their product at the local beauty vendors, right? So if you're into the beauty supply or the beauty industry, you can go to beauty suppliers and say, you know what, I have this product, I want to get it out to the masses, and establish like that contract opportunity with those particular stores. So there's so many opportunities out there. And even sometimes doing business to business, though, you need to have everything in order, meaning when you register for sam.gov, you get your unique entity identifier, you get your cage code. You have to register separate for your DUNS number. And no, you don't need it in order to register in sam.gov, but many of your procurement officials are still asking for your DUNS number, and the DUNS number is essential ultimately for establishing your business credit as well. And that foundation, right, that you need for contracts, registering for sam.gov, or the various procurement portals. So you have your federal procurement portals, and then registering for your local procurement portals, which again could be at the city level, the county level, the state level, and also the federal level. And then if you wanted to expand and do contract opportunities for, let's say, the airport, you would look for like the airport supplier diversity opportunities. So let's say BWI Airport or LAX Airport or Chicago Midway Airport, you would register specifically for their procurement portals, or again, supplier diversity portals, but you have to have everything in order. And most of your procurement officials are going to ask you for the simple things, right? They're going to want to know, want to see like your capability statement. They may ask you for your unique identifier, your cage number, your DUNS number, the services that you provide, your NAICS codes. So all of that is just part of being squared away. And even going backwards, right? You got to register your business the right way. Make sure your business is registered. Make sure that you have your business bank account that is essential, right? Especially like when you register for sam.gov, one of the questions that they ask you, of course, is the bank account number, your address, your phone number, your business email. So all of those things need to transpire in order for you to get started the right way. So now let's fast forward. You have everything in order. You got your business plan. You've registered in sam.gov. You got your cage number. You have your unique identifier. You have your DUNS number. You put your capability statement together. You are ready. You know the services that you're going to provide. And let's get into that just a little bit. So if you really don't have an idea of the services that you want to provide, you can look at the federal procurement forecast. So you can Google that, just Google federal procurement forecast. Acquisition.gov is the official website, but if you Google federal procurement forecast, the website will come up. You click on the website. So the first set of links will be all of the government agencies, like their websites. And then the second set of links will be the actual agency's procurement forecast. Now, that's for the federal government. But if you're looking for like your local state opportunities, I would 100% tell you to, first of all, Google, right? Like Maryland procurement forecast, or Montgomery County procurement forecast, or Philadelphia County procurement forecast, or BWI procurement forecast. So you can definitely just Google so you can understand the landscape. You go to your specific or desired entities procurement websites. So let's say Maryland, right? It's Emma. So I know that. But if I lived in a different place like Virginia or DC, I would go to their specific procurement website. I would sign up, right? Make sure you sign up for all the alerts, but get familiar with their websites. Sign up for any type of in-person activities that they have. Many agencies, many procurement entities, they have in-person procurement events as well as virtual. Post-COVID, everybody has virtual type events, as well as we have many training opportunities and educational opportunities about procurement at the SBA, right? SBA local resources, or you can go to the SBA website, or you can Google SBA Learning, score.org, Small Business Development Center, also SBDC. They provide like outreach, education, training on procurement. Also, your local state and federal procurement entities, they provide like that training and outreach. Plus, take it even further, most of your federal agencies provide procurement outreach and training, or like meet and greets, small business days where you can go into the agencies. How do you find out about them? There's no one-stop shop. There's no easy answer to this. Most times going to that specific agency's procurement website. So you can Google, you can say like DOD procurement or HHS procurement or FEMA procurement, right? Also, again, at the acquisition.gov, or you look up federal procurement forecast. Again, when you click on that website, it gives you the websites, right, of the agencies plus the procurement forecast. You can email the procurement officials at the federal agencies. And guess what? I have made it extremely easy for all of you. If you're on my mailing list, or if you've attended my actual webinars, which tell me in the chats, tell me on my social medias if you want me to host another webinar so we can get very intimate. You can ask those direct questions, but I provide the template, right, to get started the right way in government contracting. I provide all of the procurement officials for the federal government and for private sector corporations. So I have all the templates and tools. So if you go to my website, also under resources or under my shop, you can find all of those materials, and that's www.graceconsultinggroup.com. So I have like the resources and tools to help you, whether it's how to get started in government contracting, again, all of the procurement officials, and also the procurement portal. So you don't have to go at this alone, but I also am giving you, right? I'm giving you the scoop on where to find the information yourself as well. So I want to dive into how do you connect with some of these federal agencies, because I want you to see how simple it is. Plus, I'm going to introduce you to one of my virtual mentors, right? I love connecting with people on LinkedIn and one of the chambers of commerce if you want to join. So jump right into it. Now, going to LinkedIn, one of the people that I follow on LinkedIn, his name is Neil McDonald. Now, the one thing I love about his profile is, of course, he says, I help small businesses become successful government contractors. So you know his mission right away. One way to just reach out and connect with people, go to LinkedIn. If you are doing business, so you have your different social media platforms, right? You have YouTube, you have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter. If you are trying to do business and trying to conduct business, go to LinkedIn. You can always get help like tutorials, tips on all these other social media platforms. But LinkedIn really is like your business platform, whether you're searching for people to possibly fill jobs and roles at your company or organization, whether it's trying to find partners, right? Potential partners for your government contract opportunities. Also, I would use LinkedIn to find like your chambers of commerce, right? Your local business resources, chambers of commerce. The SBA is all on LinkedIn, the SBDC, SCORE, all of these entities are on LinkedIn. They post their events, they post their newsletters, they post the information. LinkedIn is a great place for you to connect with others. So definitely, if you don't have an account, create one, right? Join LinkedIn, get familiar with the different entities on LinkedIn. And right now, before I start sharing, I want to acknowledge in the comments. So I see Erica, I see you're a SCORE volunteer mentor. Thank you, right? Thank you for serving. I can tell you guys firsthand, the SCORE mentors are the best, so amazing, provides such great service to others, just helping people to be successful. So definitely, if you don't have a SCORE mentor, get you one. And guess what? You don't just need one mentor, get multiple mentors. So get you a SCORE mentor, get you an SBA mentor from some of the SBA local resources like SBDC or some of the business opportunity centers. You can have multiple mentors, right, to help you along your path. And I have directly seen mentors that have helped people acquire commercial property, that have helped people to get their business plans together so that they can get loans. Also, one thing when it comes to government contracting, right? I will tell you a little secret. The certifiers for like VBE, MBE, WBE, or veteran owned small business certification or woman owned, sometimes if people don't have their stuff together or maybe they mess up on the forms or their business just isn't quite right, they'll actually refer them back to the SCORE mentors. They'll say, you know what, I think you need to talk to a SCORE mentor to help you. So why not start the right way, right? To have somebody that has been in business, that has been successful to help you along that path. So definitely consider signing up today for your SCORE mentor. Again, I am a SCORE mentor, so I 100% advocate for the mentorship and the training. Hi, Brandon. How are you? Good evening. I'm so happy that you're joining me and watching. And I have my TikTok crew too, so I'm so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. I truly appreciate all of you, right? Taking your time, because you could be any place else in the world, right? But you're here joining me tonight for this session. So I'm going to jump into this LinkedIn. Let's see. Now, one thing about LinkedIn, right? Again, so if you have LinkedIn, you can do a search, right, for Neil McDonald, Neil, and his last name is McDonald, McDonnell. And one thing about Neil, he has 31K followers, so he has been doing it. He has a newsletter called Government Contracting Success, which I'm subscribed for. And what he puts out is content of value, right? So the one thing, now let me just talk about LinkedIn real quick. LinkedIn, of course, you can look at posts, people, companies, groups. You can search for jobs if you're looking for job opportunities, products, right? Different services, events, courses, and schools. LinkedIn just has everything, right? But that little search bar on LinkedIn, you could find anything that you need as far as like you can look up government contracting, maybe if you want to connect with other people. You can look up certifications like WBE, MBE, possibly if you're looking for a procurement opportunity or you see a request for a proposal and let's say maybe you don't have that certification, you want to find other businesses, typically people will put that in their profile that they're WOSB or VOSB or service disabled veteran owned small business. They'll put their specific certifications in their profile so that you can find them. So it's a great way to connect. Or if there's a company, right, that you want to connect with, you can search for that specific company. Or if there's a company you want to work for, right, you can search for that specific company as well. So under Neil McDonald's post, you see the first thing that pops up on his page is United States Space Force. Data and Artificial Intelligence Fiscal Year 2024 Strategic Action Plan. Why is that important? And again, any federal agency that you want to pursue, or if you have time, you can go to USA.gov, look at every single federal agency and Google their strategic plan. So right now, this is the Data and Artificial Intelligence Fiscal Year 2024 Strategic Plan for the US Space Force. So this is important. Why is it important? It's important because you want to understand like the different agencies and entities, what's their vision, right? What's their purpose? It will help you to prepare as a government contractor as far as what services that specific agency or entity will need in the future. Where will they put funding? What are some of their future goals? And remember, AI is new, right? So if you're into AI, which I know I have a lot of friends, I'm also into AI as far as studying, and I'm an AI consultant. So now you can see the strategic action plan. What is this government plan? What is this, the US Space Force planning to do with artificial intelligence? What is their strategic plan? What is their vision for fiscal year 2024? You can do your homework And Dr. Neil McDonald, he actually provides it for you. So you can go right to his page and look for this. Also, again, another post that he has, write emails that federal buyers open. So with this one, right, most procurement officials, right, they're getting hundreds of thousands of emails from contractors looking for opportunities. So don't you want to be that one that stands out? So if you were trying to stand out, that will be an article that I would look at, right? Look up, save, and just educate yourself on how to write those compelling emails. But I'll tell you a special trick that in how to use AI, right? You can go to ChatGPT and you can type for ChatGPT, I am a potential government contractor, or I'm an experienced government contractor, or I'm a new government contractor with whatever level you are. And I'm seeking opportunities within the AI space for the US Space Command. Please write a compelling email to, and if you have the POC's name, you can put the POC's name, or you can say to the procurement official at US Space Command, to let them know the services that I provide. My capability statement is attached, because you can attach documents to ChatGPT. So you can attach from your Google Docs, you can attach from your files on your computer, and say, my capability statement is attached. Write a compelling email to capture the procurement official's attention, right? So that's the type of things that ChatGPT can do for you. It'll type up that email, and then you basically edit and customize for your voice, right? So sometimes AI doesn't talk like you. Now, I have my AI trained where it sounds exactly like Dr. Ebony Gray every time that I ask it a question. But again, sometimes you have to train your ChatGPT, or of course, you should always trust but verify, read through the output, right? For that. And again, allow ChatGPT to help you. So let me show you real quick. Let's see. So I always say trust but verify. So I'll show you. So I am a new contractor seeking to obtain AI contract opportunities with the U.S. Space Force. Please help me write a compelling email to the procurement officer to introduce myself. Now I'm putting my name, so you can put your name, so that way it automatically does your name. You could put like your website, you could put your email to help, right? Because ChatGPT can only spit out the information that you provide. So you can put like your name, your email, your website, whatever data. So that way, once it spits it out, it's exactly what you need. So all I did was type in, I am a new contractor seeking to obtain AI contract opportunities with the U.S. Space Force. Please help me write a compelling email to the procurement officer to introduce myself. And I put signed Dr. Ebony A. Gray. So I get this question all the time. How do I write an email? What should I say? What should I do? Boom. AI just types it out for you. The subject. Hold up. It's typing fast. Wait a minute. Again, I only gave it a sentence, but it's doing what I asked, right? It's doing what it needs to do. So subject, introduction and proposal for AI contract opportunities with the U.S. Space Force. So again, subject that's relevant to what I am trying to pursue, what I am trying to do. Dear procurement officer's name. So, dear Mr. Snuffy, I hope this message finds you well. My name is Dr. Ebony Gray, and I'm reaching out to introduce myself and my company, Gray's Consulting Group. With a strong background in AI strategy and implementation, we are eager to explore opportunities to support the U.S. Space Force's mission through advanced artificial intelligence solutions. As a former Air Force NCO, and that's true, that's me, right? So again, my chat GPT knows me, and I didn't tell it this, but it knows. And current leader in the federal government, I have a deep understanding of the unique challenges and opportunities within the defense sector. My extensive experience includes the development and execution of leadership programs, AI-driven solutions for operational efficiency, and comprehensive training for government officials on emerging technologies. At Gray's Consulting Group, we specialize in AI strategy development, advanced data analytics, machine learning solutions, and cybersecurity integration. And it also provides the detailed work that my organization does. Our commitment to excellence and innovation drives us to deliver solutions that not only meet but exceed the strategic needs of our clients. We are particularly interested in contributing to the U.S. Space Force's initiatives in AI. So you remember going back to just pulled up the AI strategic plan, right, for U.S. Space Force. So we know they're interested in AI. So I'm capturing the attention of the procurement official by speaking their language. This is hot. You want me. You want to pursue my company. I would welcome the chance to further discuss how Gray's Consulting Group can collaborate with the U.S. Space Force to advance its AI capabilities. Please let me know a convenient time for you to meet, or feel free to reach out to me directly at, and then of course, because I didn't provide the data, it has in parentheses your phone number and your address. So I would add my phone number and address. Thank you for considering this introduction. I look forward to the possibility of working together to achieve our mutual goals. Best regards, Dr. Ebony A. Gray. So again, you don't even have to think about it. Like, this is so powerful. In my own words, you could just put your information in, right? And just hit send. But again, you can customize it. Like, maybe if it's saying something that's off or not accurate, right? You can always customize. And please don't go and copy and paste and don't put in your phone number or your email address where it specifically says put your phone number or email address. Don't be that obvious that you just copied and pasted or used AI. But again, this is an effective way for you to just write an email. So you do not have, so if you feel uncomfortable, you feel like, how am I supposed to write an email? How do I talk to people in the federal government, or how do I talk to the procurement official? Just use ChatGPT. I highly recommend the paid version. The free version actually will type out and provide you with some of what you need, but that paid version just gives you that extra. And as you can see, my ChatGPT knows me so well, it pulls out that I am an Air Force veteran, that I am a leader. So it already knows like my history and my background because I have trained it. But again, if your ChatGPT doesn't know you or doesn't know a lot of information, you can always add the information, like, I'm a former U.S. Air Force officer. I have substantial AI experience. I have this degree or this background, or this is the service my business provides. You also can upload, right? Like, you can attach like your capability statement or your business plan or your business description, and provide those details so ChatGPT can help customize that letter that you plan to send out to the procurement official. So this is just free game that I'm giving you on how you can connect. And you see how long that took me? It took 5 seconds for ChatGPT to spill out this letter. So going back to LinkedIn, you can always, I say, take that time, read Dr. Neal's training on write emails that federal buyers open. And also don't forget about my free tip of using ChatGPT to help you with those letters. So with this, Dr. Neal also has the United States Cyber Command 2024 Command Challenge problem set. So why is that important? Again, you want to understand the problems that the government has so that you can be the solution. So if you are looking to jump into this space, especially if you are IT, but again, any type of service that you can provide, because it could be administrative, it could be IT, it could be, like I said, cleaning, right? You want to understand what's the pain points of the government. So these type of documents, what Dr. Neal McDonald on LinkedIn is providing to you is priceless. Okay. So again, make sure you check it out. United States Cyber Command 2024 Command Challenge problem set. So this is basically going to tell you some of the problems that US Cyber Command is having. And then you, because you want to do that business and you want to make those millions, you can come up with some solutions. And now you got something to talk about, right? To the procurement officials, like, this is my company, this is what I offer, this is how I can help you solve this particular problem. So again, I'm going to go to all posts because there's some posts that I want you to see and want you to hear about. So he also has so Dr. Neal is, I believe, the CEO of the GovCon Chamber of Commerce. So that would be a Chamber of Commerce. If you're into government contracting, you need to go on ahead and join the GovCon Chamber of Commerce, and again, sign up for his newsletter. But he is focused on government contracting success. So he's very focused, right, on this distinct pathway of providing and helping entrepreneurs to achieve government contracting success. He also goes live. So that's another thing on LinkedIn. You have several people that offer lives. And a lot of times with their lives, they'll do like voice lives. So it's not necessarily the camera. It'll be just them talking on live and providing the education. Or you may have some video lives like I'm doing tonight. So I'm live via LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and also TikTok and YouTube. So I provide like my live videos, and I store all my live videos on all my social media platforms. And of course, if you just want an easy way to get to any of my lives, it's YouTube at Dr. Ebony A. Gray. And all of my lives are neatly stored under live. So you can go back and get the education and the training that I provide. So also did a live on steps to start in the federal market, the top acronyms to learn PDQ, wow federal buyers at first meeting, how to wow federal buyers at your first meeting. So here's where I wanted to get to. So he basically is providing you the formula. Basically, what I'm looking at right now is, and this is the title, U.S. Department of Homeland Security budget in fiscal year 2025 will be $62.2 billion to advance climate resilience, cybersecurity, maritime security, humane border protection. So now you know what the focus is for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. And understand, you know who falls under the U.S. Department of Homeland Security? Everybody, right? No. So let's open up this particular training. So with this particular slide, he's offering how to do business with the Department of Homeland Security. Provides like all the data as far as, again, $62.2 billion in discretionary budget authority for 2025, There is money out there for Department of Homeland Security, so they can pay you. So if you're trying to make those millions, check out some of these procurement opportunities for Department of Homeland Security. It also provides like their organizational structure, so you understand who all the key players are, from the secretary to the deputy secretary, and then all of the different organizations. Why is this important? Because depending on the services you provide, and sometimes, well, all the time on the procurement forecast, it'll actually mention like offices and who you'll be supporting. So you want to know this information and data. So I'm giving you, and Dr. Neil is giving you, so I'm introducing you to Dr. Neil because I think any information that's out there is so beneficial to you. Use it. So Dr. Neil McDonald, he's providing this briefing on how to do business with Homeland Security in 2024. So the Department of Homeland Security, they offer vendor outreach events. So what do I keep saying, right? How do you connect? How do you do business with the federal government? You can attend the vendor outreach sessions, the vendor outreach matchmaking events. So typically your federal agencies will host like matchmaking events. You just sign up and essentially you'll be talking to potential customers, right, that you can vend with. They also have events and conferences. Now, again, you have the direct link to the Department of Homeland Security procurement forecast. So I already told you one way, just Google federal government acquisition forecast. Go to acquisition.gov. That's the easy way. If you're in sam.gov, you can scroll on down to the bottom, and acquisition.gov is right there as well, a link to acquisition.gov. And again, you can look up procurement forecast. But this particular presentation has the link, so you can just go to DHS forecast contract opportunities. So I'm going to save a link so that way it's captured when this video is transcribed, because a lot of times I'll clip and spice videos. The long range acquisition forecast for DHS. The website is https://www.dhs.gov/disclaimer-forecast-contract-opportunities. So you go to, and you can Google DHS contract opportunities or DHS forecasted contract opportunities, and it will come up as well. So just a simple Google is your friend, or DHS long range acquisition forecast. So those are some keywords that you can Google to find the DHS procurement forecast. You can, of course, download the procurement forecast. And if you go to Dr. Neil's page and you look at the presentation, it gives you the option to actually download the procurement forecast as well. And ding, 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 one of the hot items, right, on this presentation. Remember when we talked about the emails, how to get the procurement officials' attention? This particular presentation or briefing lists out the small business specialist from the Department of Homeland Security. So it has like all of the procurement specialists. It has their division or office. It has their name. It has their email, and it has their phone number. So if you're old school and you say, I want to pick up the phone and call the procurement specialist, you can call. They may or may not answer, right? Because they're probably busy doing outreach, but you can always leave a message, ask them to call you back. Or you can send that compelling email. You got their email right here, right here. Send them an email. Make sure you include your capability statement. That's important. And talk about, maybe especially because you've already done your research. You've looked at their procurement forecast. So you know what's hot. You know what they need. You know how to get their attention. But you can take that procurement forecast. First of all, identify the division or office. That's important because you don't want to be talking to somebody that has nothing to do with the procurement opportunity you're trying to get. But you look for the division or office. You look for that small business specialist name. You email that small business specialist or call, and that's how you connect, right? So you do have to do a little bit of your homework. But again, we're giving you easy inside scoop as to how to connect. Again, more of the prime small business liaison officers. So again, you can contact these particular people. So what this is giving you is the inside scoop. You're saying, how do I connect with some of the primes, right? I want to be a sub. I want to be a sub. I'm not ready to be a prime, but I don't know how to connect to these other businesses. So in this particular presentation, again, this presentation was given by DHS, right? First of all, giving you the website, https://www.dhs.gov/prime-contractors, giving you that inside scoop on the prime small business liaison officers for organizations that do business with DHS. So if you are not ready to be a prime and you want to connect with these businesses, they're right here. They're right here. You don't even have to dig that deep. The information is right here so you can connect with them, maybe potentially get a sub opportunity or a partnership, because again, possibly maybe their contract's about to expire, or maybe they have other opportunities where they need help and support. So some of the companies are Accenture, AAREIT, AARETE, ABS Group Consulting, Akima Global Solutions, BAE Systems Intelligence and Security. I'll say that again because I messed that up. BAE Systems Intelligence and Security, or BI Incorporated. So how do you connect? How do you find the businesses? How do you become a sub? You connect with these primes. You can type up an email similar, right? Go to ChatGPT. I am trying to connect with the prime contractor that provides services to DHS. I am looking to be a subcontractor. Here's my capabilities. Write a compelling email to capture their attention, right? Just that simple. You can connect immediately. Also, you can look for potential matchmaking opportunities, or just call them and ask them if they offer mentorship, if they're looking for subs. You can connect right here, and all the information is publicly available to you. Some more companies: Khaki, Booz Allen Hamilton, Clean Harbors, Composite Analysis Group. So these are some big players that are primes for DHS if you're looking to sub and want opportunities. Deloitte, Dewberry, FJC Security Services, G4S, GE Power. Look at all these primes out here just looking. And I can promise you, sometimes they have the manpower, sometimes they don't. Trust but verify. Ask, right? Because closed mouths don't get fed. So ask if they want to connect, if they're looking for subs, if they need support or want a partner. And again, all of these companies have past performance. I can promise you, if you do what you need to do and get those certifications, the WBE, MBE, the WOSB, the VOSB, the 8A, if you have those certifications, perhaps some of these larger corporations are not eligible for the set-asides or the small business preferences. So perhaps they do want to partner. So this is another good way to connect. And you can see that they already have past performance. So why wouldn't they want to partner or stand behind you? Because again, the bottom line is they want to land those contracts, right? And those opportunities. So here's the names right here for you. www.dhs.gov/prime-contractors, right here at your fingertips. KPMG, Grant Thornton, LLP, IBM, US Federal, ICF Federal, Leidos, Maximus Federal. These are just some of the primes that you can connect with. Their information is right here. Paragon, SAIC, Verizon, Salient. Okay. Then also some additional documents. And again, all of this is part of your homework. You need to be educated. You need to do your homework. You need to do your research if you want to be successful in this government contract world. I know a lot of the government contract gurus, they just tell you can get a contract tomorrow, right? But do your homework. Be educated. Pull up the documents and research the organization that you're serving and figure out what's their pain points and how you can help the organization. So two of the documents that are included in the presentation are the DHS strategic plan. Remember, going back to what I said initially, what's the vision? What's the purpose? Where is this organization trying to go? That can help you to understand those pain points and help you understand, follow the money, right? What are they going to be focused on and what are they going to spend money on? So you have the DHS strategic plan and the U.S. Department of Homeland Security annual performance report. So you understand how they're performing, right? Because if they have gaps or weaknesses, they're going to want to address that. And again, this information was courtesy of the GovCon Chamber of Commerce. Neil McDonald, he sign up for his newsletter, right? He's great. He's a bundle of information. If you go to his LinkedIn page, you can sign up immediately for his newsletters, which is Government Contract Success. But that's the type of value. So when you talk about, well, what's the purpose of LinkedIn, or why should I join LinkedIn, or how do I connect? How do I find the primes? How do I do business with the federal government? A lot of your answers are right there on LinkedIn. Follow people like Neil McDonald. Follow me, right, on LinkedIn, because I'm going to give you the inside scoop. I'm going to give you the resources. If you go to my website, www.graysconsultinggroup.com, I provide you the government contracting checklist. I provide you the state and local procurement checklist. I provide you the POCs for government contracting for all the federal agencies. So you don't have to do this alone. You have a team, a community. But I wanted to just show you this great resource from Neil McDonald, and there's additional ones too. So let's see. Hold on. This is a good one. How to do business with Department of Interior. So I'm going to show you this, and hopefully you took notes, right, from Department of Homeland Security. Let's see. So how to do business with the Department of Interior by Neil McDonald. Again, GovCon Chamber. So go ahead and join up. Go ahead, sign up for the newsletter for the GovCon Chamber on LinkedIn. So the Department of Interior manages and conserves the nation's natural resources and cultural heritage and supports the admin's efforts to address the climate crisis and transition the nation to clean energy. Their budget is $17.8 billion in discretionary budget authority for 2025. Don't you want a piece of that $17.8 billion. The 2020 budget advances DOI's mission through investments in wildfire management, tribal programs, ecosystems restoration, national park operations, Western water infrastructure, and climate resilience. The budget demonstrates the continued support of the Compacts of Free Association with Palau, the Federated States of Micronesia, and the Marshall Islands, which are critical to U.S. national security. So you can see like the budget as far as how much is appropriated. And again, you can get a piece of that 16.4 billion as a federal contractor. So it's important because you want to go to the agencies that have the money, right? That actually have the money to pay you as a contractor. It's important to understand the organizational structure. So again, the DOI, they have a great layout of the different bureaus, CFO, CIO, OSDBU, Secretary, Deputy Secretary, Solicitor, OIG, Diversity, Land and Minerals Management, Water and Science, Fish and Wildlife Parks, Indian Affairs, Insular and International Affairs. So again, it's important so you understand the landscape of these agencies. So number one question, how do I find out about the events? So the DOI actually has events listed on their website. So you can go to www.doi.gov/PMB, which is Papa Michael Bravo /OSDBU. So Oscar Sierra Delta Bravo Uniform /events. Or you can look up DOI procurement events. Just Google DOI procurement events. Now with that, some of their procurement events coming up. So let's say June 12th, 2024, they have the 33rd annual government procurement conference. So that's 2 days from now. You can sign up for their 33rd annual government procurement conference. That's a great way to get in the door. They also have the 2024 NGLCC International Business and Leadership Conference, which is July 31st. And then also on June 12th, they have the DOI U.S. Geological Survey Small Disadvantaged Business Outreach event. So those are some great events if you wanted to get connected to DOI opportunities. Also, you have like the procurement forecast listed. So again, you can get to the DOI's procurement forecast by acquisition.gov, or you can Google DOI procurement forecast. You can also see the list of all of the small business professionals and their names on the presentation. And again, you can look up DOI procurement professionals as well. So again, they also offer like the strategic planning documents. So the strategic plan, the annual performance plan. So these are the type of things that you can find in this presentation. And again, this is important. So when you talk about doing like the analysis and the research, this is what you need to do. So with that, I'm going to stop right here. I hope that this was beneficial tonight. My name is Dr. Ebony Gray. You can always connect with me if you want to do a one-on-one strategy session at www.graysconsultinggroup.com. Please connect with me. I want you to win these government contracts. Thank you for joining me tonight and have a good evening. And then they tell them how much you have paid. Like they tell them, ask them how much they go charge, then go charge. Bye, everybody.